hey, I can't remember. I love Kirby. Kerman. That's so sweet of you, my little guy. Um, I can't remember what I did last. I'm assuming I know decorating, logically. Um, let me just nothing in there. Um, I know it's probably decorating. Oh, that my left freezer. But yeah, how have you guys been doing? So this should be after Synod. This will be after Synod. This will come out after Synod. I'm just gonna sell it. Yo, it's not a Synod. Yeah, I promised I'd talking vague details. Which I am allowed to talk to, as long as I do not mention who got voted for what, name names, or get too specific about certain things. Something like that. Okay, let's do chores and then we vibe about everything else. But yeah, was it a time? I think I finished, it was until the cows, wasn't it? I finished all the, decorating until the cow shed and then the mannequins and everything. I'll figure out if I'm gonna move this, because I do like it like that. It's giving a reception area in a school. I don't know, something about it's giving a reception area. Um, let's start on you guys. No, let's actually go for, like, the bigger stuff, maybe. Um, then that should be probably enough of everything. I think 1,000 should be enough. But yeah, was it a time? So, what to start with? What to start with? See that? I've been talking a lot about my energy drinks and everything. Let's start with energy drinks. See that last time I spoke about the energy drink flavors I had all of them were Switches, because my mother lovingly bought them. Because the place she has like a tuck. Would it be a tuck shop? Soup. No, I'm trying to remember what the word is. It's like a mini mart, I guess you could call it. Locally owned. Well, yeah, new. It's been around since I was a child. That place has been there. The little shop has been there. Um, but different owners now. The different owners now. Now it's these young guys and all. I knew the what do you call the original owner. He sold that one because his son. He's now running another one that his son was running for him, or something like that. I know there's another one like yeah, they have like a dry cleaners attached to them too. They're like a little shop in dry cleaners. Um, what do you call it? They very good with blazers. Especially because of the amount of things I put my blazers through. They were very smart. They were very good with the blazers. I need cloth. I can't remember. Have I done the leek? Are you the tomato you know what? Doesn't matter. I have enough. Do I actually have that one? Because it was only after I did it was I like that actually looks familiar. Ugh. Whoopsie. Let's I guess do that and then do that. We'll sort it out at some point. Let's also put the row in at some point. Do you think the bean would make anything else? I don't think so. I have a list and I completely forgot. But yeah, my mom, the little mart has like a bunch of energy. They have so many flavors of the different like energy drinks and all that, and so they're so sweet. Honestly, when I was busy, because macro, it's like I don't know what it's one of those like shops. It's like a wholesale shop and all that, but you can buy like individual like single stuff. But it's majority like its thing is wholesale. Like for a while, my they didn't even have cards for people that weren't like businesses. You had to be a business you had to have a business in order to like buy from there because they only really sold wholesale. Um But now it's like open to everyone and all. And now you can. It's easy to get a card or an app. Um, I was thinking, and then so they would sell like this Switch, because Switch has so many different flavors. They have so many flavors. They'd sell like this 24 pack of assorted Switches. So it's probably like the Switches that they've opened like multiple like packs for, like 6 packs for, and then they had extras around. So then they were selling like those assorted ones as like a whole like 24 pack. Beautiful, loving it, living for it. Um, for I think it was like 200 rand or something like that. And then anytime we went to the one, apparently it gets sold out very easily by like tuck shops and everything, by like tuck shops or like spaza shops and everything. So it was like very easy for them to go out of stock. And so I remember being like, huh, okay, mom. Well, if you go near, like, if you next time you go near Macro, can you like look? Can you just keep an eye out just in case? And so I think she was probably like talking to either she was probably talking to them because she loves to make conversation with people. And the thing about my mother is she will make best friends with strangers or enemies. That is what she's like. She's just one of those kind of people, where she will be your best friend or your enemy. Have I done a void egg thing? I think I have. I think it was one of these things. One of these was like a void egg thing. Do you think I should? No, it should be fine. It should be fine. Um, I will decorate this soon, but let me start on. Do you think I should have probably put the cheeses over? Yeah, I'm gonna move it. I'd rather have the cheeses here, and at least I'm not going up and down with the eggs. But then I'm assuming she sold the amount of energy drinks that they had and was like, "Hey, do you guys do like this kind of thing?" And they were like, "Not real, not usually, but for you, ma'am, we'll do it." And for you, ma'am, and don't worry. And then so they literally just the guy literally just did it for her, and her bestie, her second husband. Dad's just like, sure, if you want her, take her. Give me if you want her, take her. Go ahead. What do you call it? Her bestie. So he was just like, whatever, man. And I still remember the last time I was like, my mom only, I didn't have my card was in the car, and I saw that there was a lot of like energy drinks. So I was like, hey, mom, do you have? Because we stopped in there. I think we went to buy rotis from them. Um, and so then I was like, hey, mom, how much cash do you have on you? And then I'll hit you back. And then, because switches are cheap, I didn't know how much cash she had on her and all for how much the rotis were. And so the guy overheard me. One of the owners heard me, and he was like, you never have to worry about money with us. Don't worry. You never have to worry about money with us. And I was like, oh, that's so cute. And then I told Kayla, and she's like, yeah, what do you call it? He probably knows. What do you call? He knows mom and dad will be coming for their cigarettes soon, and so that's probably why. But even the other guy, and also, I think it's when you know people, and that's the very sweet thing about people, and that's the thing I love about South Africans is that they could be so sweet, because the amount of times like people are just so like when you look out for your neighbor kind of vibe, and they're all very sweet. Like even with the guy that previous cylinder, he also did like a what do you call? Because sometimes I'd the on the way back from stuff would like stop and go grab parents like cigarettes or whatever. Um, and so then, if I didn't have if they didn't hand me the cash immediately, then he just like, oh, I'll put it on your dad's tab, and I'll put it on your mom's tab, and all so they were just so sweet. They're just so sweet. And then these new guys also very sweet. These young guys, so sweet. So yeah, I knew that they had a lot more variety because they buy so many like flavors and all. So then I was just like, hey, so if you stop there, I'll hit you back or I'll pay for something when you come up and visit. And I'm like, can you buy me like 6 of them? Because that's like basically two a day. Because I'm not drinking the whole 2 a day. It's Kale's getting one too. Keep that in mind before anyone comes for me for my health. Whatchamacallit. And so, what flavors did I get this time? Oh, I wrote it down because I wanted to make sure y'all know my flavors. Wait, give me a second. Where's my notebook? I wrote it down, and I wrote down the flavor, the vibes. Okay. Let me first put these away, and then I'll. Sorry. Then I'm gonna sell that other things. and then keep you. I'll put you somewhere. I'll put you in the thing. Let me just sit here while I look. Okay, so on the Thursday, we had the vanilla Coke float flavor. Tasted like what it sounds like. If anyone's been to Woolworths, and all my fellow South Africans, if you've been to Woolworths and you've had their vanilla Coke, their brand of vanilla Coke, Woolies brand of vanilla cola, and all that, same thing. Same thing. Basically same person. To me, same person. And then I had the beach one. I think it's the Big Break or something like that. I think that's what it's called. But it's the beach one. It's the yellow beach one. To me, Kayla also agrees with me. And all it tastes like you took a tennis biscuit, and you had like some citrus with it. And also a tennis biscuit, I don't know if it's a South African thing, but a tennis biscuit is a coconut biscuit. And it's this thin coconut biscuit. So it's like a coconut citrus kind of flavor vibe thing. And then the second one, I'm assuming that's why it's like it's meant to be like a summery kind of thing. Citrus coconut, that's like a summery vibe. It's the yellow can. It has like a beach on it. And then the Friday, because I needed energy, I knew, because normally I have a cup of coffee in the morning and then a cup of coffee in the afternoon, or I have an energy drink. If I'm having an energy drink that day, I have one cup of coffee. That's it. I have one cup of coffee and that is it. And that cup of coffee is very far away from my energy drink. So then I made sure I had energy drinks in my bag for when I was starting to get tired of people talking. So for the Friday, we had the Mova pudding again. So the Mova pudding's like a Yogetta caramel, so it's like it's like got that like creaminess. It's got like a creamy caramelness. You know, that's the best I can describe it to you. But will I say that it's a Mova pudding? No, I will not say that's a Mova pudding. And I haven't had a Mova pudding in a hot minute. But because only to me it's like a Christmas dessert. I always make a Mova pudding, and nowadays usually it used to be trifle. We like as a family we'd make a trifle and then bring that because we normally have Christmas with Auntie Bestie's family. So before we used to make trifles, and then at one point I just started making Mova puddings. So I always have the non-alcoholic Mova pudding, so that's the regular kind, and then the alcoholic one, which is I substitute because you're meant to do like this cream milk pour over, dairy pour over thing, over it while it's still hot, and so then for it just like soak in. So like I think tres leche similar, something like that. And so I substitute either the whole thing or just half of the thing with amarula, like the cream liqueur. I substitute. Beautiful. Perfection. To me, it's not Mova pudding. It doesn't taste like a Mova pudding, but I digress. I see what they're trying to do, because a Mova pudding, you add like a little bit of apricot jam, and all it's got like that like caramelly vibe kind of cake, rather than it's got that like sugar, it's got a lot of sugar in it, so then it's like that caramel vibe, brown sugar vibe. It's I'll leave it up to you guys and anyone who's had the Mova pudding switch, say whether or not you think that tastes like Mova pudding, but to me, nah. And then we have the peppermint tart flavor, another South African heavy hitter, another South African heavy hitter. Honestly, I will get them this. It does taste like peppermint. And it tastes like you took a sip of peppermint essence, you know, like the baking stuff, the peppermint essence. It tastes like you took a sip of that, and then like ate a cookie, which to me, what is a peppermint tart if not peppermint with a cookie? And that's kind of what a peppermint tart is to me. And as someone who's made like a few of them for consumer studies. But yeah, it's like you took a sip of peppermint essence, or there's that peppermint like alcohol, it's like a shot. And there's like that peppermint alcohol. I think normally most people do it with the Springbok shot. And it's like that flavor to me. And then the Saturday one, we had fruit salad again. So fruit salad, if you guys don't remember from the previous video, fruit salad was like eating like a handful of fruit-flavored candies at the same time. So I compared it to like the Maynards and all the Maynards fruit candies and all. It tastes like to me, it's like the t-shirts. Because the t-shirts come with dual flavors. So to me, it's like the t-shirts. And then we had the speckled eggs one. Not really my favorite, TBH. I will drink it, but not really my favorite. Honestly, to them, exactly what it tastes like. It tastes exactly like, they don't really have the chocolate flavor. The chocolate flavor isn't as forward, because the speckled eggs, I don't know how speckled eggs are for other people, but speckled eggs, it's jelly center, chocolate coating, and then encased in like a thin candy coating. That's the vibe. And then, so that's what speckled egg is. So it does have the flavor, it has the candy coating down perfectly. It tastes exactly like the candy coating. And I guess also the jelly, the little jelly bean on the inside. But it doesn't really have a chocolate flavor to me. It doesn't really hit chocolatey to me. It just tastes like the coating on the jelly. But if you eat a piece of chocolate with it, exactly, you got it. You got the speckled egg. You have it. Exactly. That's what it. But to me, it doesn't like. It's not the full speckled egg. It has the essence of a speckled egg and a lot. So yeah, there you go. That's my energy drink review of the day. Of that week. um, Let me look for. Okay, let me start with. Okay, what's our decorations? What could we use as decoration? I'm just gonna start pressing stuff and then see what we're feeling when we actually put it in. Boom, boom. I think. Okay, those could be wool things, and then a bunch of these. Sure. I think I do kind of want to go for the Junimo thing. And then maybe I might just go for all the Junimos. I might just end up making less a little snook and more over like a little Junimo, spot. You know what I mean? Um, do I have space for these? Kick them out. But yeah, Senate. Senate was something. Okay, so the first day wasn't too bad. They were talking a bunch about, first day was like a lot of it was talking about like certain like things I don't know enough about to like really have an opinion or have a thought on. So I was like, Caleb, I hope you know what you're doing. I hope you know what's going on because I don't. Which is fine because she's the priest, so therefore she has to know what she's doing. I think maybe I might go with like the long one here. It's like a cute little, and then do like this. That could be cute. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I do if I want like hidden stuff. I want them to be. I don't like the door. I don't like it. Do you use? How many spots are you? Are you a wool thing? You are a wool thing, aren't you? Oh, that's kind of cute. Okay, so let me just. Okay, zoom all the way out. Zoom in, zoom out, zoom in, zoom out. Let me do something like that, and like that, and like that. What do we think? Or do we actually need this little guy? How big are you? I honestly, I do kind of like this. I want to like do this. I don't know about the brochure thing. No, I don't have it. Okay, let's move you over here, little guy. Yeah, Synod was something. I, of course, like I said, I'm allowed to talk about it, just in vague, references. I can't be like, this person did this, and this person did that. No, like, obviously, I do not want to get anyone in trouble. What do you call it? Though I did tell Kayla to tell one of her people, and that if they send the one guy again, I will throw hands. I will be catching him. If only you could, like, scoot this around. Do we see what I'm thinking? Do we see the vision? I'm hoping we see the vision. No, I want the tree. I'm hoping we see the vision. And it's not just me being a little weirdo. I do want to put you over here. There's like a cute little spot between. If it wasn't for the fact I need to I need to obviously like get over here, and all I could always move these two, and then like move two things over there. Did you see the vision? The things I'm vibing with? Do I have anything that fits a singular spot? Because I see that there's a spot over there. Did I just grab a cheese? Cheese, grunt. I don't know if these move. Yeah, I don't think I'll be using you guys. Let me just get all of you. And then move you guys. Let me maybe just take it inside with me. And then put it over here. I want all these little Junimos. I'm just gonna sprinkle them about. But yeah, okay, so let me focus. We must stay focused, brothers. We must stay focused. First, I must focus on getting these little dudes. I wonder if I'll have enough space with those. Yeah, I think this is fine. Can I put this down? Will you move? Do you move? Will you Verwix? I don't know, but I will. Will you? Dope. Okay, let me just start with carpets. Did I buy this again? Okay. Okay, so that's what that looks like. Are you? Oh, you're a wool thing. Oh, you're so tiny. Oh, you're so. I wonder if I should earlier put two of these little ones outside the huts. Okay, yeah, I will get into what do you call once I've sorted this out. Oh, did I forget that? No, I have one. Once I've gotten thoughts into this head. Well, that's sad. I won't. It's not even. Of course I did that. Okay, wait, no, this is perfect actually. Thank you, that was perfect. Do I like carpets a lot? How could you tell? How could you tell I have a love of carpets? Um, Hehehe. Hehehe. Okay, let me come back tomorrow. Let me come back tomorrow. What do you call it? But yeah, so yeah, the first day took 4 fucking. I think we were only able to leave by like. I know we got behind schedule. I think we're only able to leave by like 6 or 7 or something like that. Sometime late. Yeah, it was either 6 or 7. So around there, and we're because there was like evening prayer, and because I knew the day was gonna be kind of what's the named, because we were already behind time, and I was like, yeah, no, this is not gonna bode well, and I was right. I knew the minute that we were behind time, something was gonna go down. What do you call it? Time, that was gonna throw off everything else, and I was right. The joys, I guess. But ultimately, it's not like it was. It wasn't too horrible, I guess. It was actually. It was nice to see the people I know. And unfortunately, a lot of the people I know are like clergy, and all. So when we did the split up, And I was very sad because I obviously had no people. Um, which very sad. As a little antisocial dude, as a little dude who's antisocial. Um, where's a Junimo chest? Okay, there's one over here. Because I do kind of want to hit those things. But yeah. Yeah, I think majority of my thing in one is about the second day. Um, yeah, so at least like the drive down wasn't too bad. There were of course so many, so many cars. And trucks. The joys of trucks. Um, ultimately, I don't think there was anything major about the drive. And then I told you about my energy drinks. I was just thinking about what else is the thing before I like get into stuff. Yeah, there's the I do like the breakfast that we had on the Friday was a bacon and egg sandwich. So good, so good. It was honestly very tasty. Um, and then and then do I want to put in? I do have the table, don't I? Yeah, not a table. Um, is there a table that would even? Is there a spot that would even be cute for the table? You know what? I might just not have a table. I might just end up putting a bunch of cushions and then Junimos everywhere. Um, you guys go together, and then I'm just gonna get a bunch of Junimos and then a bunch of these little cushions. Um, and then maybe just leave them around. Um, do, 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 do. Oh, am I out of space? I am out of space. Um, oh, wrong spot for it. No, go back. Be gone, demon. Um, so the last one. Let's go for a red one there. Um, so I'll need this again. So let me just. Could I put a Junimo on? I could put a Junimo on these. Um. Let me do that. I think every empty space is just gonna get a random. Whatever this thing's called again. And then let's put you on there. Put one over there. Cause I could walk through. Oh, I have to walk around them. Let me just do this so I can see what I'm doing. Maybe one of these. Um, did I block my exit? So all the ones on me. Let me just put one or two lights over here. Okay. And I could still access these. Yeah! Okay, what do we think of my little Junimo army? Do we love them? Do we love our little Junimo overlords? Careful near the fire. Yeah, what do we think? My little Junimo overlords. Should I get a bunch more and just like fill up the spot with them? I wonder if I were to just make a little grab the couch. Um how did I Okay, what's in the way of it? Um let me grab a couch. How do I do it without moving it too much? I think this is mighty cute. I think this is cute. I declared cute. It would be nice if I could put one on the couch. That would be so cute, honestly. But yeah, what do we think? What do we think? I know it's silly looking. I know it's like very busy's probably the term, but I like it. It's actually very cute. Um, very down over there. Okay, let's might as well do some of these. Or chillin'. Might as well do a few things. And then you. Yeah, that should be enough of them. Do not drink it. I'm watching you. Don't you dare drink it. I realize now I'm holding the one that has the most in them. But yeah, so I know I keep what's the name? But yeah, I'm trying to think if I need like a full video or if I could just do like a video. I think it should be fine. But basically, this man and all that for Synod, I can't give like details and all that. Obviously, for one, privacy. Two, um, it still needs to be announced by like the bishop and everything, like certain stuff, certain announcements. But basically, the vaguest of vague way I could talk about it is the guy was arguing. Oh, there was a motion being put forward, and the guy didn't like the wording. The guy didn't like the wording. He wanted to change the wording, and everyone was like, "Okay, what do we want to change the wording to?" And so he didn't like that the wording that they used talked about like waging. So it's like Jesus wouldn't like it if we started wars, and this is against the teachings of Jesus. And so he was just sort of like, "Yeah, that's great and everything. That's great. That's great. That's great." What do you call it? But if you look at it, when wars happen, people fight back, and so therefore, we shouldn't have it where it's wars of conquest. Bitch, every war is a war of conquest. Wait, no, not every war is a war of conquest. For one, and some people could just start wars for funsies. And the amount of like, there are probably the amount of dictators that probably like started wars for someone sneezing too hard around them. I don't know. There's so much shit that happens where it's like, what is this privileged version of war do you have? What uneducated version of war do you have in your head, sir? And I'll say she's sort of like, yeah, what do you call it? We should put it as like, we should put it like this: Wars of Conquest. Jesus wouldn't like if we did Wars of Conquest, and everything. And we're like, whatever, man. And I'm just like, you could do a war for any reason, even if they're not, even if the person who's like started the war and is the victor, and they might just not want the stuff. They might have just wanted to like do something, and then someone else is gonna get the spoils. No matter what, a war is gonna end in someone getting the spoils of it. And then so you can't just like label all war, because if you start fucking around, then obviously all war is gonna be a war of conquest. I know you have no idea how heated I got. I literally got hot. I literally got so like hot. Where like I don't know if you ever gotten it, where like you're just so angry and annoyed that you start feeling warm. That's what I was feeling. And so then, um, another thing he had issue with, and of course, countries gonna fight back. If someone's trying to kill them, they're gonna fight back. What do you want them to? That's how they become other. That's how like That's how wars get vanquished. And everything countries get vanquished is them just sitting back and not be able to do much, bitch. And then, oh, I forgot about you guys. Oh no, um, I forgot about you. Um, it'll be fine. Let's work on trees. Let's go to the island and also work on trees. Um, and I was just so heated. I was just sort of like, this is so fucking stupid. This is so stupid. Um, and then his second thing was the issues of him using of the motion using the word like genocide, and so no one else brought up. He brought up Israel and Palestine. And he's just sort of like, people might first think of that Rwanda, Sudan, the Native American people, and the Aboriginals of Australia. And there's so many countries that have had like some form of a genocide, continents even. And there's always been some form of a genocide somewhere. And you have the audacity to start arguing semantics. How many dead people do we need, Kyle? I'm just using a random ass name. That is not his name. I'm just picking a random ass name. And how many dead people do we need, Kyle? And for you to be like, oh, what do you call it? Because you want to change to like the specter of genocide. And so what do you call it? Like the looming threat. I'm assuming it's meant to be like a looming threat of genocide. And not like actual genocide. That's not cool, actual genocide. Because the Anglican Church, at the end of it all, is neutral. Like, because they don't want to alienate the people who are they don't want to pro Palestine, they don't want to alienate the people who are pro Israel and all that. It's so therefore they are trying to stay neutral. They just have a hey, let's stop killing people stance. Whatever. uh I just and then so what do you call it? But there's plenty of us that are pro-Palestine, and there are plenty of us, and apparently this guy's from a parish where the parish that he's from, the reverend in charge, pro-Palestine, pro-Palestine. I told Kayla, tell your friend, tell your little coworker, and I'll tell them they got a snake in the grass. There's a snake in the grass. What do you call it? Because people just find new ways to annoy me. And he should, what do you call it? And so it's sort of like, how many dead people do you need for it to stop being a specter? And all that, sir. And so there was like this arguing over, so there was some arguing. And of course, and I was like, also, I turned to Kayla and I was like, Kayla, how much trouble could you be in? Or what would happen if because I'm there to represent, I'm technically representee of our parish. I'm a lay person of the parish. Technically representing the parish, but also at the same time, I am her sister. People can know that she's pro-Palestine and everything, which we are. We are both pro-Palestine, and so people can know that. But there's always going to be someone kicking a fuss over something, and then obviously because that's why I always put in my videos whenever I talk about stuff like this, it's my opinion. Kayla has no influences, blah 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 blah. I always put that kind of disclaimer because I don't want anyone to like come after my sister and be like, oh, this and that, it's because of your influence or something like that. No, I was born like this. I came out of the box like this, guys. I came out of the box. I'm sorry, I'm too 26 for you. What do you call it? And what's the words? And so I'm like, Oscar, I'm like, hey, so if I go up there and ask this man, because you're allowed to object at each other's statements and everything. Obviously, no one wants a full-on like debate going on between two people. But obviously, if someone says something you don't agree with, you're allowed to be like, hey, fuck you. Not literally. In what do you call? What's the word? In like technical speak, you're allowed to be like, hey, fuck you. I don't know what the word is. You're allowed to be like in legal speak, say, hey. Fuck off. But this man, and so the funny thing, and so I was like, hey, so can I ask him, Caleb, what would you do if I went to the podium? Because you could put up your hand, and then the bishop could be like, hey, you have permission to approach. You can't just run up there willy nilly. You have to put up your hand and be like, hey, and then bishop will either give you a microphone. You'll either be given a microphone or you go towards the podium and talk. So I was like, hey, Caleb, would you get into trouble if I were to ask this man, how many dead people do we need for it to be called a genocide? Seeing that he's the one who brought up Palestine and everything, over 73,000 enough, sir? And she was like, you know what, go ahead. If that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. And all, I don't, that's your opinions and everything. You're allowed to ask whatever you want to do, freedom of speech and everything. So I was just like, bet. And so I put up my hand. And a bunch of other people also had their hands up. So I put up my hand. And then that's when Bishop is like, okay, we don't want this to, I think you could see the anger. I think, for one, he could see the anger. Because Kayla and I were very loudly, Kayla, me, the two older ladies that I made friends with, two people from our previous parish that we were friends with, and we're all in the same corner. We were all in the same corner. And so, so what do you call it? I think you could see the growing dissent happening in our corner. So I put up my hand, and it's the minute I put up my hand that he's just like, okay, I don't want this to turn into like this whole debate thing. Let's just take a pause and all. Let's just talk to the proposer and the seconder. If they want to change the names, then it's their right to be able to change the name as the motion's proposer and seconder. And so he's just like, we're moving on. We're gonna move on. Let's just not turn this into a whole thing. And so I just kind of find that it's only after I'm trying to tell Bestie about it. I'm busy telling Bestie because I was I sent her she got a message earlier in the day, and she was on night shift, and she probably woke up to a message being like, I'm gonna fight an old man, and night shift. So I'm like, it's only as I'm telling her, I'm like, wait a minute, Bishop knows my mother. Bishop probably saw me getting heated because I'm on his line of sight. So Bishop probably saw me like trying to get out of my seat, hand up, and then being like, fuck, that's an Urbash. Freaking hell, that's related to it's like, oh fuck, it's one of the Urbashes. Probably saw my mother's face in me, and I'll probably looked at me and went, oh god, that's another one. Because my mother a menace. And it's where I get it from. My mother's a menace. And she told the current bishop, the guy that's currently our like bishop at the diocese, and told him like, hey, and you might be bishop everywhere else, but when you visit my parish, I'm the bishop now. I'm bishop now. And look at me, I'm the captain now. That's what she did to him. That's what she did to this man. So you can understand why he probably saw me. My mother, because he knows me. He was there for my confirmation. He was there for all of Kayla's stuff. He's seen me at all of Kayla's stuff and everything. He's been there. He's visited our parish to do a baptism and everything. So he knows me. He knows I'm related to Kayla, and he knows I'm related to our mother. So he probably saw my hand up and went, oh god, no. He probably saw my hand up and went, oh god, not another one. And then it was like, okay, I think we gotta end this. We gotta end this before that child gets a mic. Because yeah, I might not be articulate, but I am passionate, guys. And I would have, because the minute I got that mic, and it's how many dead people do you need, Kyle, for it to be a genocide, Kyle? That's not his name. I have to put it out there. That's not his name. I'm giving him a whole different other name. This old ass man. And fuck. And then of course And then of course the proposer and the seconder were like, okay, sure, we can accept that. Meet me outside. And then I will get into in the next video. I think I'm going a little too long. I'll get into the next video what happened later on, because twice this man has made me want to fight him. Has made me want to fight him because he did something else so stupid. And then a lady with a walker, and one of the older ladies in front of me that I made friends with. One of them has a walker, and she was also going to fight him. She was also like, I'm going to catch him outside. Get him, lady, get him, ma'am. But yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying. It looks like we got like at least majority of the decoration done for the sheds. It's just sewing out the mannequins and then decorating the house now, and then we can move on to one of the other perfection farms. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. If you've enjoyed, if you've been entertained, like, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. 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 Bye.